This is the AEW Dynamite 250th episode full show results video which takes place at Little Rock, Arkansas, Simmons Bank Arena. The show started with a match between Maxwell Jacob Friedman vs. Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship, and after fighting for almost 1 hour, finally match ended when Will Ospreay went for Tiger Driver 91, but he hesitated, and skipped that shot, and MJF got the enough time, and he delivered a loaded punch, and won the match, just before 2 seconds, and become the new AEW International Champion. The Acclaimed speak to Mark Briscoe backstage, looking to join him on Team AEW for Blood and Guts. Briscoe is hyped up about it, and as far as he's concerned they're in, but he's got Shane Strickland to answer to. Swerve says they've had their problems over the years, but he knows what they're about and they're tough people and there's nobody better to go to war with than the ones you've gone to battle with. It's time for TV time with the Learning Tree, and Big Bill introduced Jericho, and Chris Jericho gets on the mic and berates the people of Little Rock for their crime rate. He says he'll never miss another Dynamite again and recounts the ways he and his cronies have injured Hook, Katsuyori Shibata, and Samoa Joe out the last while, and begs everyone to just listen to him so he doesn't have to do anything like that again. Who would do such a thing? Minoru Suzuki interrupted him and he got in Jericho's face and said, "Next week," and hands him a piece of paper that announces an FTW Championship match next week with Y2JS cronies banned from ringside. He shoves Jericho down and laughs before waving bye to the crowd. Young Bucks and Kazuchika Okada cut a promo about how they're gonna have all the gold and all the power next week, and Shane Strickland is gonna get bled so bad he'll have to vacate the title. Mercedes Mone rolls up to thank them for banning Britt Baker from ringside, and Kazuchika Okada asks her to do her CEO dance and gets all hot and bothered about it. The next match happened between Mercedes Mone vs. Nyla Rose for the AEW TBS Championship, and the result of this match was Mercedes Mone defeated Nyla Rose by submission with the Statement Maker, retaining the AEW TBS Championship. A fan in a mask shoves Mercedes and takes her mask off. It's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. She goes to attack Mercedes, and Mercedes runs away, but security swarms to keep her away from the champion. Back from the commercial, scapegoat Jack Perry cuts a promo on Darby Allin. He says he doesn't give a shit about Brandon Cutler and proves it by throwing him through a boiler room door and throwing him into one of the tanks. He tells Darby to find him tonight and he'll show him what a real sacrifice looks like. Mariah makes Toni Storm's entrance all timeless up. She gets on the mic and says Toni took her in but didn't realize she was giving it all away, and the question shouldn't be why, it should be what took you so long? She didn't think it'd last this long either, but it was so easy and she was having so much fun. And then she had Wembley in her sights and thought, why take the old horse out back when she can kill it in front of as many people as possible? She's been Toni Storm and now she can be so much more, but don't worry, she never loved Storm more than when she was on her knees, bleeding and begging her greatest performance, and May's greatest performance will be at All In because now All Elite Wrestling is all about Mariah. We get a recap of Bang Bang Gang getting stripped of their trios titles on Collision and arguing with Christopher Daniels about it. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Kazuchika Okada vs. Shane Swerve Strickland, and the result of this match was Shane Swerve Strickland won the match by disqualification when Young Bucks and Jack Perry attacked Swerve, and then Acclaimed and Mark Briscoe comes to save him and clear the ring, and Swerve stands tall, and then comes Hangman Page, means he joined Elite, and a brawl started between both teams. Then Darby Allin's music hits, and he comes down from the Raiders and the brawl started again, and security guards and officials were trying to stop them, but it didn't stop, and the show goes off the air.